Hey, my name is Rafael. I am a senior in high school, and I'll be graduating in June of 2020. And I guess I've completed the full IB diploma program. And as many of you guys know, the IB canceled all May 2020 exams, and they're basically giving everyone a diploma or certificate, apparently based on your coursework in IAs. But I don't really know the IB. The language is not the best. Is very vague, and as I've taken full AB, I guess I thought I'd help make a video with you upcoming juniors on how to get settled into IB. So my first tip is to choose HL classes or higher level classes that you think or you know you'll enjoy. So these are so HL stands for higher level, and these are courses that are going to take 2 years to complete. So I probably should have said this before, but personally, the HLs I took were History of the Americas, HL Chemistry, HL Math. There's one more HL. Oh, HL English. So those were my 4 HLs, and so I guess like the first day of IB, I just selected all of those, and I just happened to like those. But my brother, or my twin brother, he chose IB Chem as well. But then after like a week, he said, no, this isn't for me. And then he went to Bio. He liked HL Bio a lot, so he took that instead. So I'd say definitely pick HL classes that you like, because those are classes, obviously, like I said, you're going to be taking for 2 years. And if you don't like it for 2 years, you're just not going to perform well. You're not going to study. And ultimately you're gonna score pretty low on the external assessments, and you're gonna produce a poor quality IA, and I'll be touching on IAs later on in the video. So my second tip is try not to feel overwhelmed and drop out. Now I know this is gonna sound kind of like self-explanatory, and you guys are definitely going to feel overwhelmed, as many of you guys may have not even taken AP classes. So going into the IB program, personally, I took one AP class, and that was AP World History, and I got a 5 on that. And that class kind of prepared me for the kind of work ethic that I put into all my IB classes. But if you haven't taken an AP class, you can easily feel overwhelmed, as you're having, say for example chemistry, you're having tests maybe every week or every other week, and having quizzes like every maybe 4-5 days, so like every week again. So just try to not feel overwhelmed. Just remind yourself that IB is hard, and if you're an IB, you obviously didn't want to take an easy path for school, so you know it's going to be difficult, and just try to stick through it, and try to stay on top of your work, and I'll touch on that later again in the video. But and also, along with this tip, try not to feel imposter syndrome, because maybe you're an average student. I definitely think I was an average student going into IB, and most of my friends in IB, they were like top 10 in the class, and I definitely felt out of place. But then kind of as the year went on, we kind of had similar grades, we had similar issues, and we kind of helped each other. So definitely don't feel like you don't feel in the wrong place, because if you're in IB, you definitely have the drive and want to be better than some of your peers. So my third tip is that you don't really need to study all the time. Now going into IB, obviously I knew some older people that were in the full IB program, and they told me that they were like studying like 7-8 hours a day, and I was like, if I go into this, I'm probably gonna have to do that. And obviously IB is hard, you're gonna have to put in the work. But I guess like middle of my junior year, I studied maybe 3 hours a day, so nowhere near the 7 hours. So I kind of I helped myself by using Google Calendar and using like a physical paper planner. here's mine for this year, and it's like actually like used and filled to help track my tasks, and that for me personally, and I kind of recommend that to you guys, is to use like some method, either digital, physical, or both, to help track your assignments so you're not piling on everything on the last minute. So for the fourth tip, it kind of goes with the first one, but for IB classes, you have these things called internal assessments, and they're about 25 to 30% of your final grade that's out of 7. So when you're choosing an IA topic, and this also goes to the extended essay as well, but make sure you find a topic that you know you'll be interested in. So similar to the HL classes, I'm going to talk about the extended essay first because I just realized I could apply this tip to that. So the extended essay, it's like a 16-page research paper that you're probably going to be working on from the middle of your first year to the middle of your second year. So pretty much one full year with a summer break if you don't work on it over the summer. So again, with like similar to HL classes and with the extended essay, make sure you choose a topic that you know you won't get bored of, and it's just not interesting to you. Make sure to choose a topic that you're willing to work with for up to a year and a half, because the extended essay is a big chunk of your TOK essay, not your TK essay, your TOK grade. You could not get your diploma based on your extended essay. So it's very important you choose a topic that you like. And I guess similar with the IAs, although it's a shorter amount of time, maybe 2-3 months, you're working on this research or experimental project in terms of like chemistry or bio, make sure you choose a topic that, I know I sound like a broken record, make sure you choose a topic or like an investigation that you thoroughly enjoy, so it won't be much of a task to do. And I made this mistake with chemistry because I chose to do electroplating. I just thought it was easy. It was easy, but I didn't really work on it as much as like my math IA because it wasn't really intriguing to me, and I just kind of felt like it was done on the first draft because I didn't really care about it. So make sure you care about your IAs, and so you can get the grade that you guys want. So my final tip is be organized with your notes, specifically the notes from your HL classes. So again, I'm going to use chemistry as my HL example. So I have like binders like this, just full of chemistry notes from my first year. So I put all of it in there, have like my own filing system in my shelf, and it helped me a lot this year because my HL2 chemistry teacher did not go over anything from HL1. So once I got the syllabus, I didn't know if she was going to go through HL1 material, and she didn't. So I took the syllabus, I wrote in my planner the sequence of topics she went through, and I used my HL notes to help refresh my memory what I learned last year, and I even took some notes in my notebook, or like now my iPad, which I can make a video about my iPad notes, but like I retook some of those just to keep them in my memory and just have it when I need to study for the external assessment. But this year they just canceled it, so for you guys, definitely make sure your notes are organized so you have like material to study for your final exams. So those have been my 5 IB diploma or full IB tips. So if these tips have helped you guys, whether or not you're in the IB diploma or whatever you're taking, if this has helped you, please make sure to drop a like and comment down below if you're doing full IB and what IB classes you decide to take.